Slaughter is banned out. Sanking fits that role. Warlock as well. This is the lane that I had in mind like a year and a half ago. Warlock and the Sanking. If you have Fatal Bonds combined with Caustic Finale, that the damage is just insane. You just need to survive at the early levels.
Yeah.
But that was before. Maybe that was the problem when you were facing the tri-lanes. Me and the Mitch played a lot of pubs and tried to make it work. But there was always a tri-lanes, and if they go aggressive on you early on, then it's not that strong. But today, in 2 versus 2 scenarios, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and I think that this is sort of the answer that Liquid want to run. Of course, they take the DP the same as they did before. First of all, they're going to get rid of the Slardar, which so often was just a thorn in their sides. And then the other thing was that they're going to take the Nyx Assassin now. So this is going to be that hero that tries to find the Warlock before the fights start off, or get some more extra vision down there. I want to see how Team Spirit respond to this. Traditionally there'd be something like you up the ante by taking a Night Stalker to like shut down the vision that the enemy team has, and then you can find the Nyx Assassin, but that hero is less effective now after the nerf. So we see, no, I want to see where Liquid go and where Team Spirit go with the rest of their draft.
5 seconds remaining.
Hello? Oh, Lacoste. It's been known to have spotty connections from time to time, but don't worry. I'm sure everything is fine. Hey, buddy, you still there? Question mark. Don't question mark. All right, he's there. I can't hear you. Is this all been set up? Are you just listening and then you're going to start talking again? You're just trying to make me look like a fool? Hopefully not.
Team Liquid.
It should also be noted, shout-outs to Lacoste for being the man. Currently, it's 4 a.m. over in Croatia. And he... let's hop into this one. Hello? You there now? Still can't hear you. Might be something to do with... Let's try and call him. Hello? Lacoste?
10 seconds.
Yes, hello.
Oh, there we go. We did it.
Yes, some issues. My internet is fine. Maybe it's
something on my end.
I have no clue. I could hear you, but I love how you said that problem was me. Classic. You're a classic Dota player, Gabe. It's never your own fault, right?
Yeah. Can I mention real quickly, as we might have another Jakiro coming up, is that in the in-between time, I cooked up some eggs because I was hungry and I wanted to eat something nice and healthy, and I forgot to turn off the oven. And so right before we went live, I had to run over and turn off the hot plate, and my entire kitchen and now casting room is filled with smoke. I had to disassemble my smoke alarm to make sure it didn't happen. So if I just like pass out at some point in the game, that's why. Just keep going without me. It'll be fine.
All right. That's a cool story. So we have a Jakiro picked up by Team Liquid.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, since they have a Sanking and the Brewmaster. Brewmaster is DK Phobos' hero. He really excels at playing Brewmaster. I remember when Brewmaster was kind of hot pick and overbuffed, I would say.
Yeah.
He just played it every single time. I checked his Dota profile since I have him in a friend list.
Okay.
He plays a lot of carry as well.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, that's classic CIS, right?
Well, it's just the pub mentality. Like, give me carry, I'm gonna carry you.
That's fair enough. It's kind of interesting, though. You talk about this Jakiro. It's a hero that was previously taken as a lane counter. Jakiro was taken as a lane counter to the TA, and now it's being taken in this draft what feels almost like a deny pick in a way or something. Do you think that it was that integral to the Team Spirit's draft? I feel like they're perfectly comfortable just playing this other style and having Team Liquid have the Jakiro. Whatever, screw it. Who cares?
I mean, Jakiro is not overpowered or anything.
Yeah.
I think you can sneak Jakiro in anytime. It just feels good to have him. So let's see what Team Spirit has. They picked Phantom Lancer into Jakiro. I mean, he can get rid of all the slow, pretty much everything with the Doppelganger.
Yeah.
So they need some AoE clear, a Battle Fury carrier. Maybe, okay, Life Stealer is still in the pool if they want to go that way. Build a Radiance.
I could like that. That could be pretty cool. It's also, though, a little bit strange because you could potentially, I guess he can rage, but like Brewmaster is always just going to be able to lift somebody out of the fight and cause problems in that way. Darkseer.
Oh, I did not expect Darkseer. They Spectre ban instantly. This is a kind of old classic Darkseer plus a Spectre, but there's still one hero, and that's Swen. That's in the pool. If combined Darkseer with the Swen, his cleave is good against the Phantom Lancer, and Miracle loves to play it as well. So this could be the hero that they're looking into.
Man, I just love the way you say that hero name.
5
it's amazing.
seconds remaining.
Makes me so happy. I will also mention that the Darkseer combo together with the Sven is really cool now that you've got that AoE surge talent. I feel like it's one of the more underrated talents that's around now, and part of the reason why I feel like this hero is seen more play recently. I mean, it's basically just like a Team Centaur ulti, kind of.
Yes, it's an underrated talent because Darkseer is underpicked.
Yeah, and
so this is a decent way to deal with the Phantom Lancer as well. The Ion Shell burns through the illusions. They just need that ultimate late game carry, so they can pretty much get. This is also a good Juggernaut game. Builds into a Battle Fury, has a Darkseer to combine him with. Or if they want to run something like an Ember Spirit, that can also work. So still a lot of options open for Team Liquid.
Yeah, and obviously we can see the DP
so
move.
yeah, this could be an Ember Spirit. Yes, since they banned out Lina. Makes a lot of sense.
What a guy. You know what's up.
Yes. And instant Dragonite pick. This is the hero that I like against the lineup from Team Liquid. They have nothing to break him. No one builds into Silver Edge. High armor against Dead Prophet naturally builds into BKB, so everything they have is pretty much magical. Dragonite, great pickup. Also, he's the control hero against the Ember Spirit that they kind of lacked. Warlock doesn't provide anything, and just relying on Sanking Stun would be a big mistake to play against the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, he can build into Shadow Blade, obviously, like you're talking about, or go back for a Blink Dagger, one of those mobility items. And I guess there are some issues, like there's a good amount of magical damage between Jakiro and Ember, but I guess it's going to be less so now because Jakiro is going to be played in the support role this time around. But game number 2 on the line, Liquid facing off against going down at the very beginning of their group stage run here at the Supermajor. Of course, there is nothing really for them to play for at this point outside of prestige and prize money. As far as Team Liquid is concerned, Team Spirit, I'm pretty sure they would have to either come in first or second to make it through to TI for a direct top 8 invite. But it's a possibility. Again, like anything can happen in these crazy format, not a crazy format, but crazy late game scenarios. So we'll see how it works out for them. But odds are they are also just trying to get themselves ready for those grueling CIS qualifiers we're going to be seeing at TI.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Dota 2. I mean, we know that a couple of teams already qualified, but even with the last major, I love that this Super Major brings so much point, and it's the latest tournament of the season.
Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, say what you will about the other problems that have existed in the DPC, having it be this type of thing where basically any team, if they win the major, they go to TI. That's really cool. At least a storyline for this event.
Yeah, you only have to win a major, right?
Yeah.
No biggie.
Yeah, with all of the top teams in the world, just win the major. Come on, guys. Get it together. Liquid going to contest for this top run here. Mind Control, thinking about Ion Shelling himself, and they're going to be able to secure both of those. Well, also Liquid get a third one. So only one rune for Team Spirit.
So the lane setup, it's gonna be Ember Spirit against the Dragonite on the mid lane. Dragonite does not have a tool to remove his shield. Let's check the damage. If I'm not mistaken, 90 magic absorb 90. Let's see the scaling 220. Yeah, so when Ember Spirit has level 2 shield, he can't remove it with Breathe Fire. That's why they laned Dragonite on the mid. Matumba Man is going to be on the bottom lane. A lot of slow, a lot of overtime damage from the Spirit Siphon and Jakiro. Jakiro known as a really beefy hero, even though they lowered the stats on him. So 2 armor and we're going to say only 700 starting HP with 1 branch.
Jeez. It's unreal. Yeah, this hero
he had more.
Yeah, I know, right? This is nerfed. This is nerfed Jakiro.
I mean, it's basically 2 heroes. He has 2 heads.
That's a good point. You know, you got to stick with the lore. Make sure that you stick with the themes.
Ogre has like 7 or 8 armor level 1 and also has high base HP. That's why he's basically 2 heroes as well.
I think that's a hero we're going to see more of. Ooh, Nifty almost able to get that pull off there, but it doesn't quite happen. Nonetheless, okay, Phobos taking a pounding here. And it's going to probably have to use the salve.
This is a tough lane for them. Again, double melees that we saw from Team Liquid in the previous game. So Brewmaster and Sanking, they're going to get harassed a lot. They might... Oh, they're pulling the creep wave. Good for them. If they didn't pull the creep wave, they could have just used the glyph and pressured the tower.
Yeah, and that
pull
would have
pull the aggro, yes. So look at what Liquid is doing on the top lane. Just the creep skipping, takes Assassin and Darkseer with both Iron Shells on them.
Yeah, and 3 mangoes on the next as well as a Stout Shield, 2 mangoes on Mind Control. They've got a ridiculous amount of regen here. And meanwhile, FNG taking a little bit of damage as well. They're going to wrap around through the trees and they're getting blocked off. FNG trying to get his way out of there. He's still living. He's got some nice little regen coming in from the Shadow Word. Able to eat his way away and they might kill off Mind Control. He falls. They end up taking him down. Oh, FNG God.
GH missed an Impale and went for 1 point in a mana burn, but they had no vision. Oh, he might get him. 1 more hit.
They want
he
it.
Needs 2 more hits. He needs 2 more hits.
FNG! He's baiting them into it. He's hiding. He's duking out of there. The 8 cents of going down. What a player.
FNG, man, he knows the forest. He knows the jungle.
That is unreal. And now he picks up both a Boots of Speed and a Windlace this early on. Like, that is so great for him.
Yeah, and he's bringing a Ring of Aquila for Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer, 13 CS, 1 kill participation. So he's farmed.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast Ring of Aquila. Let's see how mid is doing. We're gonna talk about the mid.
Well, we gotta watch bottom actually, where Kuro is also in some trouble, and they're gonna be able to kill him off. And another thing, not going great for Liquid early on.
Yeah, the harassment coming out from bottom lane from Matumba Man and Kuroki is insane. But if they get on top of them, if they get the Burrow Strike or a Thunderclap, Jakiro is probably gonna die.
Well, up top again,
Look at the levels.
FNG. He's trying to bait them into this one again, and I don't know if he's going to be able to live through it this time. So, good bit of damage, although Mind Control is starting to hurt. Doppelganger's forward. Illidan has a mango if he wants to use it with the jump forward. The right click's not quite there. They do burn through the salve, and looks like they will be able to escape with Mind Control. Although, he has Fatal Bonds on him.
Nah, he can't really take that much damage. So, mid lane, a Bracer and Gauntlets, plus a Quelling Blade. That's more than enough to have some decent last hit power on the mid lane. And the harassment coming up from Ember Spirit is not that great. Dragonite with 2 points in Dragon Blood, but Miracle playing really aggressive with that haste rune.
Yeah, and bottom lane, they were able to find another kill. G is still living through all of this. It was DP just diving forward for it, and now Kuro maybe going to be in some trouble as they have a Burrow Strike. The right clicks are there, and he is going to die right at that 5-minute mark. So
they're going to pick up 2 runes probably. Oh, Matumba Man, that was really sloppy.
Oh, Did he just not see them there, or what happened?
I mean, Kuroki just died there,
Right.
and the bounty runes was spawning so he could just try to get away. I mean, you're playing against the Sand King who can just always climb up the high ground, use the Borrow Strike, still get the rune.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is really looking rough here so far for Team Liquid. I mean, a doppelganger away, Illidan still living. They're hiding the other illusion out of there. But this is going to be sort of an interesting little component, because I would imagine that this would be a lane you would want to win pretty handedly up top there. But it's not really going that way for Liquid, at least. I mean, Darkseer's still getting a lot of farm, but those couple of deaths hurt.
Well, Darkseer is on top of CS chart, 34 CS, and they're pressuring the tower. They can start playing aggressive. As they gain levels, it's gonna be really hard for Phantom Lancer to stay there. Yeah, as we can already see, 1 point in Doppelganger, enough to keep him alive, but they're putting a lot of pressure. 2 points in Liquid Fire, plus a catapult. They can use a glyph as well, just to keep him alive.
This is a really nice play, making sure that they get the tower shots onto that catapult first. And the PL is taking a lot of damage here, trying to run out of there. He does have another doppelganger. He actually Phantom rushes back into them, but it wasn't quick enough. Not enough points in that doppelganger. It's too long a cooldown. Well, FNG kills off GH.
Yeah, he could have just ran back with and used a doppelganger. He wouldn't got those extra couple of right clicks from Team Liquid's heroes. Yeah. Oh, look at this harassment.
Nice dodge of the Fatal Bonds there by Mind Control. Didn't get tied together with that Shikiro. But again, a very fast-paced game so far. 3-7, just 7 minutes into the game.
They're trying to make a go on a mid lane. They know that the Flame Guard is down, Sanking lurking around, but Arcane Rune is picked up by a miracle. Level 4 Flame Guard. If he pops it before, they can't really get the kill.
And to be honest,
Sanking
with Mazumba here, he's making a rotation. Level 4 TP. If this works out, it is really solid. And Biber going to move in to jump forward, but they're able to find the stun to interrupt the jump onto GH Livin, but not enough. And it's not often you see the level 4 rotation from the DP, but it works.
Yeah, and there is no one on the bottom lane. A lot of rotation. DK Phobos has level 6. They should try to use it. DP, kind of easy hero to kill with.
Yeah.
With what? Brewmaster split, and Sanking is level 4. Oh, top lane, another kill.
Yeah. That's the Warlock
the problem
going
is,
down.
He has no escape mechanism. That's level 3 point in Iron Shell. If they just go on them with Nyx Assassin, if they connect with the stun, also they're putting a lot of pressure on that top tower.
Oh, good play there as well by Liquid. They're going to use another fortification here to get the creep wave sticking around for a little while longer. The TP rotation comes in from FNG, and that does mean that they won't be able to dive any further for the moment, at least. Yeah. Mid lane, more damage onto G by Miracle. He's gonna get some of that damage mitigation out there and try to back away, and he's gonna throw out a stun finally. His top lane, they're connecting. They're bringing in the Sand King for this one. GH is out of mana burn. They're gonna be able to find that stun. Spike Carapace. It's not gonna be enough, as GH is eventually going to go down here, I believe. Impale Doppelganger though. And the hits keep on coming. It's enough.
Yeah, Caustic gonna finish him. Caustic level 1 got nerfed. I mean, all the levels got nerfed, so 30% slow. You need to have it at level 4 right now to have the same effect.
Mid lane G dives in deep for that one and does manage to find the kill, but gets his Flame Guard taken off in the end. He does not have another remnant to go to, but it doesn't matter. He's still fine. It's kind of cool, though. You saw there, I think it was an Ion Shell that was on Miracle while he was doing that.
Yeah, that's gonna be, I didn't mention it, but it's gonna be amazing amount of damage from Ion Shell and the Flame Guard.
Phobos pops ulti down bottom to try and find this kill onto Kuro, and it should happen with relative ease. As they have another boulder, the punches are there with the Windwalk, and he's dead. Meanwhile, the long Phantom Rush from Illidan. GH there. See if they can turn this one possibly. An Ion Shell onto GH. Got some damage over time onto him.
Oh, also, Panda. he can dispel the Surge, he can dispel Ember Spirit's Flame Guard as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's gonna be really good during the mid game. He just needs the Blink Dagger. And he almost has it. Look at Brewmaster's farm. 10 minutes in, just 100 gold away from a Blink.
Impale. They've caught him. Vacuum back in, and Illidan goes down. The slow burn with the Ion Shell on GH when he was in Vendetta. I didn't think it was going to work, but it made it work. Yeah, you mentioned the Brewmaster's farm, and he just about has it now after this creep camp. Where do you see him going with that? Because he's only still on cooldown for 80 seconds.
He's gonna wait. If he does not want to buy it, he can just fake it, keep farming the lane, and rotate when he buys it. Mid lane, DP has ulti ready. Oh, DP has a lot of CS, 46, but it feels like she has no farm.
Well,
Rock.
Turnaround is there with the Fatal Bond. It's a lot of damage to them, but I don't know if it's actually going to be enough. They managed to find the stun, and Golem damage, it's not quite there. Matumba Man still living through this one. Mind Control takes down Illidan again. Well, this is happening mid, so they don't find the kills mid. They lose their carry top. Liquid is playing this significantly better than last game.
Yeah, the rotations are really on point. They pressure the tier 1 tower twice. Jakiro, when he uses just 1 point of liquid fire on the tower, it means that the tower's gonna take a lot of damage because of the lowered attack speed. Dragon Knight on the mid lane, nothing he can do about it. Yeah, this is a free Ember Spirit game. If he can just dodge the Sanking and the Dragon Knight's stun, he can't die.
Yeah. Well, and you
Also,
can see here, Kuro just TPs away when Phobos jumps him.
I always love to talk about the Ember Spirit and the item builds. With the proper item build, you can just solo win the game. I'm not a big fan of Boots of Travel first item. This game is really fine. He's playing ahead 2-0 and 2, so he can be more active on the map. You always have a Nyx Assassin who can provide you vision. Oh, they have a Sentry Ward for GH, he knows.
Yeah. Yeah, good job right there. He pulls the creep wave back. I think he clicked on somebody on the map to draw aggro, and now DK, the turnaround though, might be enough. They're gonna pop the ultimate as well. They can't dispel all of this if they want, but it comes a second too late. They are still gonna be able to find the kill on the next assassin. We'll see if they can get any more after the fact, trying to focus down Kuro, but with Illidan showing up onto Mind Control, can they take down this Darkseer? They've already been able to get him caught, and the vacuum back in, not enough. Ice Path, not going to be enough either as they turn on to Matumba Man, and he dies. So 3 go down for the price of the Dragon Knight.
That was a dieback on a Sanking, really nicely executed from Team Liquid. Breathe Fire, he used Carapace to start a fight with, then with a follow-up stun. Ember Spirit, triple Remnant.
Oh my god, wants to do all the damage in the world and does it! Can't doppelganger out of a root, baby. Miracle.
Oof. Yeah, that's the mechanic we didn't mention. So any root mechanic against the Phantom Lancer is really good. This Phantom Lancer does not feel like a hero. He's sitting on 500 gold.
Ugh.
13 minutes in with just Power Threads and Aquila. He needs more time to recover from this bad start. Also, Dragon Knight does not have any kind of farm, so Ember Spirit will have another, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes of a free game,
Yeah.
where Dragon Knight does not have an initiation tool, no Shadow Blade, no Blink.
And it feels like he's going to need a BKB this game too because of all the magic damage that you've got.
Yes.
But it's just not going to be there quickly enough to be an impact as GH finds Illidan in. Nice doppelganger away. The vacuum back in though, and Illidan still trying to run 15-second cooldown on doppelganger. He wants to max as soon as possible. Actually able to get the Phantom Strike over to the creeps. But I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, trying to dodge away from it here as they've been able to find more, and he does go down.
Oh, what an ice path from the low ground.
And another ice path connects onto 2 of them. GH runs in here. They're able to find this DK. And G going to go down in just a second. He does fall there. They're just pulling apart Team Spirit. Everywhere you look, they're all dying. The surge forward, he's got them chains. Going to be able to take down FNG. Miracle is out of control.
They don't have the best comeback heroes. Warlock, Golem dropped, Phantom Lancer has nothing, Brewmaster has a Blink and ulti ready, but that's their only fighting tool. Sanking's not gonna have a Blink for another 5 to 10 minutes. He's, what, 100 gold. He committed for a buyback in the previous fight, Dragonite pretty much has nothing. So 5k gold lead. This is the Team Liquid that we're used to see.
Yeah, and what we've been waiting for a while. And I think, like you've been saying, so much of it is the extra steroid you get from the Ion Shell from Darkseer. Like every single time, you saw there a second ago, he waited until GH's TP was just about to finish completing, and then he throws the Ion Shell. So even though this gank doesn't work out, like every time you do that, you're creating an opportunity for yourself to find kills, and it's been working fabulous.
Yeah, you know what I don't like? What I actually hate? Jakiros that don't get 1 point in Ice Path. That 1 point can just change the whole team fight.
Yeah.
It stops the TP, you can zone them out just for the extra damage, and combine that with the Darkseer. He has 3 points in Vacuum, so Radius is pretty good. I mean, Vacuum got buffed even level 1. It's really good.
Yeah.
So they can combo it easily. Just wake him into the Ice Path and just follow up. Makes Assassin Stun or just Ember Spirit. This Ember Spirit, man. Look at his network. 8,000.
He is stacked up right now and has the haste turn as well, so can possibly go for something here. Gee, that is Remnant moves very quickly. They managed to find the stun. I don't know if there's going to be enough follow-up though. Burrow Strike to try and separate this as they have found GH. Spike Carapace interrupted though, and Miracle diving forward. Illidan, as you said, not a hero in this game. They kill him off as well. And I mean, the biggest impediment right now that Liquid have is their movement speed. Like this is a free game for them.
They just need to keep the pressure. That Prophet ulti is ready in 10 seconds, so they need to take some objectives.
20 to 14, and well, they are ready to go. In spite of Matumbo Man's bad early start, and he has had a rather rough game. You look at him. I mean, again, it doesn't look as bad now because of how bad off Team Spirit is. But he's only just now getting his Eul Scepter, and still pops that ultimate. It hits just as hard as it would have otherwise.
That's gonna be 2 towers. They really can't fight Phantom Lancer with Robo of the Magi. That's the only pretty much item.
Yeah. Again, even Diffusal Blade doesn't feel like it's going to change the dynamic of the game that much, but he has to go for something. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. They have a Vlad's on Phobos, so more armor is pretty nice. Especially since I guess Miracle is going to be going back for a Battle Fury afterwards. And GH has found Brewmaster. Good about chasing this one. They have an Epicenter out as well as they're trying to take down Mind Control. They've got the Fatal Bonds out as well. It's not terrible, but is it going to be enough? It is definitely not. Miracle puts the kibosh onto that. The jump forward, they managed to find the stun, but GG is called. FNG can't even type properly. They shook him.
He called for GH, not for GG. That was pretty quick. Amazing performance from Liquid. As I said during the draft, pre-Ember Spirit game, it felt natural to pick it. They pressured the lanes. They pretty much won all 3 lanes. Panda is the only hero, Brewmaster, who got some farm on the Team Spirit, but mid got shut down. Like, it's hard to play Dragonite against the Ember Spirit because you can't remove that that shield that he has.
Yeah. Well, and again, you look at the way that worked, and 0-7 on the Phantom Lancer. The most deaths on a team as your carry, it's just never going to work. Like that is not a formula for success, and you got to set up Illidan to have a good game, I feel like. Protect him in some way, but that's going to do it. Lacoste, any other words before we go into our game number 3?
I love you, Mom. I don't know. This was pretty quick. Not too much to say about it. They got outdrafted. Everything went well for them. They don't have the comeback heroes. Phantom Lancer with no farm just does not feel like a hero at all. So, see you guys soon. We're gonna get a quick break and hop into the game number 3.
Sounds good. Stick around, everybody. See you guys then.
Model attack, get attacked or attack, cause and effect. It's because
London to Cincinnati to the Far East, son. And we just be